Hi. So today I am going to share with you a principle where what happens when you play games with court. Sometimes due to some wrong legal advice, what we do is, because if the circumstances at the ground level are not in our favor, we try to obtain relief from the court indirectly. So the principle here is, what cannot be obtained indirectly cannot be obtained even indirectly. So that is the principle. So if you play games with court by taking an indirect route or a shortcut, you will fail. Especially in courts, you will fail. In this case, a recent judgment of Honorable Supreme Court, a buyer of a property filed a suit for permanent injunction based on unregistered agreement of sale. If there is any problem with the unregistered agreement of sale, you must approach court and file a suit for specific performance. That's a direct route. Instead of going in the direct route, if you go in an indirect route and file a suit for permanent injunction, you will fail. In this case, the buyer filed suit for permanent injunction instead of suit for specific performance. What might have happened is, the buyer might have paid more money, or the seller might have given the possession to the buyer because he might have paid more money, and after getting possession, buyer failed to repay the balance amount of money. Otherwise, no seller will give possession if maximum amount is not paid. So here seller gave possession and buyer defaulted to pay the balance amount. In those circumstances, buyer played a game with the seller by filing the suit for permanent injunction. So suit for permanent injunction means order. Suit for an order, permanent order between the parties, not to approach the buyer against the seller. An order was prayed for. And as a counterclaim, the seller prayed for recovery of possession or a decree for possession. So when it reached Supreme Court said that anyhow, unregistered agreement of sale can be used only for collateral purpose. What is collateral purpose? Collateral purpose means a purpose which could, where the aggrieved party can use the document for recovery of money, not for the purpose of sale agreement. The original purpose of a sale agreement is to buy a property. For that, you must register the sale agreement. If you don't register the sale agreement, you cannot use it for the prime purpose, the main purpose. The collateral purpose, what will be the collateral relief? In an agreement of sale, the collateral relief will be recovery of the margin money or the recovery of the advance amount or the token advance. In those circumstances, the agreement of sale, unregistered agreement of sale can be used only for collateral purpose, but not for the main purpose. So therefore, here buyer filed a suit claiming permanent injunction, and the seller filed a counterclaim in the same suit for a decree of possession. And eventually Supreme Court said that what cannot be obtained directly cannot be obtained indirectly also, and gave relief to the seller for recovery of possession. So what you must understand from this Supreme Court judgment is that you must never try to obtain any relief indirectly which you cannot obtain directly. In the instant case, specific relief of performance must be sought along with injunction. Though the fact situation on the ground might have been different. Though the seller might have given possession to the buyer, buyer is absolutely right in claiming injunction, but buyer missed a step. He skipped a step of suit for specific performance. Instead of filing suit for specific performance, he filed suit for permanent injunction. It might have been done deliberately also, because of the wrong legal advice also, or because buyer did not register the agreement of sale. So he approached an alternate route which failed. So always remember that what you cannot obtain directly, you cannot obtain indirectly also. and unregistered agreement of sale will be used only for collateral purpose, not for main purpose. If there is an unregistered agreement of sale, majority of the chances, of course there are exceptions, majority of the chances are that might not be considered by court for its performance. It might be considered only for collateral purpose, because law says it has to be registered. Hope I'm clear. Thank you. Thanks for watching. If you have any doubts, kindly comment.